everyone doing today? Oops. I wish there was a way that you more easily scrub the volume on YouTube, like a little more minute. Hello! Hi, Jeff! Actually, hold on. I have all these. Oh my gosh. This is fine. I have an array of snacks and I brought myself an ice cream sandwich. But I brought it a little while ago. I think it should still be fine. I don't think I need to go get a new one. I need to eat it quick. Totally understandable. I get it. Oh god. I ordered for, I know Amazon is not a wonderful company, but I did order myself a new solid state hard drive that should be coming, I think, tomorrow for my computer, so maybe I'll be able to play some Genshin and just generally have other games on my computer. Hello, Spiegel! I have a few others. It's just like they're all tiny games. At least I think. Well, not I think. Well, because there's like, I don't want to get rid of The Witcher 3 because I don't know how it works with the save files, you know? Like, if I delete it from my computer and, like, all the files, will it still remember, like, that I played the main game when I go in to do the DLC? No glasses wipes in the stores? Crazy. Ugh, got a little bit of ice cream on my nose. But yeah, I honestly order from Amazon more than I'd like to. I mean, granted, this past, like, whole year for quarantine, it makes sense why that's the most definitely that I've ordered from Amazon, because, like, we're trying to avoid stores, you know? And I was unemployed, so I had to take advantage of that free shipping, you know? Society's got a hold on me, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I know that, like, in Korea, like, it doesn't cost very much extra. I mean, granted, this is for the case for, like, Seoul. Like, Seoul, Korea. I don't know if this is the case for some cities, but where their delivery fee for, like, food is either just, like, built into the price, like, assumed, or it is, it's just a very small fee. It's, like, literally, like, a couple bucks, versus here where, like, I feel like if you order something off of, like, Uber Eats and stuff, the prices can like, double the price sometimes of your food if you're just getting a meal for yourself. But that's also because corporate, like, the people in charge of corporations don't want to. They want to hold more of their wealth, so they put all of the prices on consumers instead of, you know, giving themselves a smaller paycheck. Which I also saw something, like an article that was saying that apparently, like, food prices and stuff might be going up soon because they're like, well, we have to pay, can't get any workers because no one wants to come work a minimum wage job. So, and then once again, they put this is like the myth that people like to say, but then they just fulfill it because the people are still, like, no one has stopped being greedy, you know? So, like, because in order to hire people, they need to up the pay, but so people are so, like, the general population is angry about it, which is silly. They are upping the price of food, or some foods. Which is dumb. Because it's just about, like, wealth hoarding. I guess we can still choose not to eat at this place. Yeah, that's true. At least, I don't think it's happened yet, but there were these are rumors that places are gonna start upping the price. My brother was talking about how he knows someone who is like, they're a manager for like a Smoothie King kind of thing, and their like husband is a general, like a whole like regional manager, so like the whole southeast or something. And it's not Smoothie King, it's something else. I don't remember what it is, but it's a big smoothie chain. Hold on, let me throw it away. Not in the trash can in here. I like to have trash in here, especially if it has dip. But and this person who's just a manager was complaining that all these teenagers now are like, oh yeah, we want $10 an hour, blah blah blah, and they were saying that that's ridiculous because that's just like a little bit, that's like a little, that's almost what she makes, or that's like quite close to what her husband makes, who is a regional manager. And then like my brother and his friends were like, hold on, you shouldn't be angry at the teenagers for wanting a wage that will actually be able to sustain them, because they're probably trying to save money for college, just like want to eat. Like $7 for an hour is barely enough to eat. Maybe if you're eating like a McDonald's. Like, it's just like the anger is so displaced. It doesn't make any sense. Because if a regional manager is getting paid less than 20, first of all, why is that person hourly? First of all, if you're a regional manager, that sounds like that should be a salaried position. You know? And why does it seem like they're being paid less than $20 an hour? And what is the manager getting? Like, what's the normal manager being paid? Like, absolute bullshit. And it makes people angry, but they just get angry at the wrong people. They're like, yeah, it's the teenagers' fault for being like, I want to be able to survive off of the food, the money. Like, I want my time to be worth it, kind of thing. Like, missed part of that, but this is about all those restaurants upping the prices to cover the CC fees. CC. The credit card fees? Probably. I haven't heard about that. You're technically hourly too, but you're just guaranteed 40 hours. Are you a manager? Can't remember. I think you're right, because you do have like all this management training. Literally everywhere around here. Oh, credit card. Yeah, okay. I haven't heard about the credit card fees. I heard about the people, because like people are having to up their hourly rate for like their base workers kind of thing. You're a project coordinator, so you more manage accounts. I mean, like, that's, I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily bad to be hourly. When I was starting at my like real, not internship position, but a real job at Hi-Rez, they offered me a salaried position. I was like, can I work hourly? I asked to work hourly mainly because I knew that I could work overtime. And so they were like, yeah, that's fine. So I don't think it's necessarily bad to have hourly, but when you're like that high up and you're a regional manager in charge of like many stores, I think that sounds like, I don't like, the security of a salaried position with that seems more reasonable, you know? Like, I don't know how much they made, but our restaurant GMs, when you worked for Taco Bell franchise, made good money. Like, enough to buy nice cars money. But also, it's hard to know with that kind of stuff, because sometimes when people get even, like, the smallest amount of wealth, not that this is a problem, necessarily, but they buy things that they necessarily couldn't afford, just because they have an, like, you know, like you start living above your pay grade because you make, you know, sometimes it's a disparity. I feel like sometimes, I'm not saying that they don't probably get paid well, but if it's like, depending on how nice the car is, sometimes I feel like people want to like it's more of a showing of wealth, and they might not have the money for the cars that they're getting, kind of thing. I feel like that's a first move a lot of people do when they start making a lot of money. Every restaurant around here charges 3% extra if you pay with card. Whoa, I feel like so few people pay with cash now. The gas stations are 5 cents cheaper per gallon if you pay with gas. That's usually the difference in the prices when you look at the signs, right? Am I wrong? Lots of jobs are hourly, just promote being less efficient. Yeah, that's true. Like when you're a manager, you have certain like things that you should be doing, and you shouldn't be trying to like stretch out the hours, kind of thing, that you have, because you're in charge of a lot of things. You should be getting it done, rather than, yeah. People can get their work done for the day in 2 hours and have to stay. Well, granted, with salaried worker, usually there's still the expectation of having to be there for the same amount of time. Like, it's still a 6-hour workday or an 8-hour workday. But it just depends. It depends on the management, obviously. And if you are the management, then but that's definitely the case with me. When I was working hourly, I definitely was like, I'm gonna stay here just a little bit extra, you know. Yeah, way more efficient when you worked at home. Yeah, because at least at home, like, you're literally, it's so, because at the biggest issue is at the office, you have someone watching you. So even if like you are done with your work for the day, you still have to be there for the rest of the time, and you have to like look like you're busy. Whereas at home, you don't have to pretend like you're busy. You just be like, here's the work, as long as you're kind of paying attention, you're near your computer or whatever, still have the lines of communication open and available. Do you guys see this redness right there, kind of where this is? I've worn this for like 2 days straight, and this necklace sometimes gives me some aggravation on my skin because it's not like still real. I had a rash back here because I wore it for like a month or so, and I refused to take it off because I thought it was so cute. But I took it off and the rash went away, so I was like, that's probably this. But yeah, I see like a little bit of redness happening there, so don't want a rash right there. At least the other rash that I had was in the back. Don't want the camera to be pointed. That's what I would do before. Hold on, let me. The camera I use when this camera goes out. But the thing is, I also have it way zoomed in because it was on my. But this also camera has weird color fix. Like, I can't get it right, but also I need to. Why it's so zoomed? Still back here. Ooh. Also, this camera is a lot smaller, like this. But you guys can see here. Ooh. I don't know, but like literally Discord fucks it up. I don't know what it is, but both of these cameras, like, not both, I had to color adjust it, but this one specifically gets really funky when I put it into Discord. That's why it's usually just this. My background screen. I'm getting ready. Then I, have this otherwise. I like this because you get to see my art, you get to see the whole kind of spectrum of the room, stuff that's going on. Yeah, I literally, Discord does something funky with the webcam, and I don't know what it is. This one even had some color fixing I had to do. Both of them I had to fix the colors, but this one at least looks more natural. Yeah, this is cool. I once, when I think there are a few times I put like my, I put some clips on Twitter, you know, and someone, and once or twice people have been like, I love your room. It's very representative of me and this is my brain, okay? Yeah, your work has been pressing you to work in the office, so you told them you accepted the pay based off of working from home, and we would have to renegotiate your pay if you were to work. Oh, that's so smart. I mean, it's true, because you're like, I got the pay, not thinking about travel expenses and all that kind of stuff. And if I am going to then have to travel into the office and have to think about the time spent in the car, like, you know, getting to work as well, transporting to work, as well as the pay for gas and also like food and things for like lunch when I'm going, you know, it makes sense. Also needing a car, yeah. Which is definitely something with me right now. I can really get a job that doesn't require a car. I like kind of can, except my mom's van might be out of here soon. But Great. Whatever. Cause we took it to the shop the other day because it's just, and then like a million lights came on. It was pricey. Also, I have a little fruit bowl here. I have peaches, strawberries, and bananas. Oh, I was gonna show you all my vision board. So remember how like, what was it, a week ago? Something like that. I did the vision boards like beginnings on my Illustrator, where we kind of like set up what my goals were gonna be, and I brought pictures for all of the things that like represented my goals. So then I printed out all those pictures. I made a collage because I really like making collages. I feel like I've always made collages like ever since I was young, and I am very good at filling space, as you can tell. And I like busyness, and I feel like I'm very good at like making a busyness look aesthetic to a degree, you know? So this is my vision. So fun. So in the middle it has screen printing because that's like my main goal is like to do my screen printing, so I put it smack dab in the middle. And then underneath I wrote like how I want to try and put out like one item in my shop per month, and then I wrote out all the months, so then I can keep up with this. So I have to like look at this. I want to put this in like my room where I see it every day, like not this room, my bedroom, where I have a little nook where I do like journaling and stuff. So I'm gonna probably do that. I'm gonna put it on the wall up there. But then I have like a little checklist here. I know I mentioned I wanted to make at least $1,000 a month based off of all my different streams of income. So this is like a little fake $1,000 bill. And then I wrote like per month, and then also I wrote all the months. You can't see very well. It got kind of funky because the marker over the pen made the pen bleed a bit, but I can still read it just fine. Just on camera it doesn't look very great. But for me to fill out every month how much that I made that month, so I can kind of keep track. Yeah, craziness. There's DC over here. I put a little price tag on it so I kind of know how much money that I need to save for that. And then same thing here. This is for Halloween Horror Nights because the Halloween Horror Nights theme is Beetlejuice, so I put Beetlejuice here. And I wrote by October I just assumed I need at least $500 for that. I need to look at how much tickets cost. I also need to see if I have anyone who can give me some deals, you know, deals and steals on some tickets. But probably more. Yeah, it wasn't until I was already like putting it on that I was like, I'm probably gonna need more than that. But yeah, and then this is like, I try to group things as best as I could So over here is like more personal stuff, and then it like kind of bleeds up into cosplay, since this is like some of my personal stuff. Also, it kind of requires some sewing and things. The amount of butterbeer you drink, that's true. Probably need $500 for butterbeer alone. Yeah, I made a physical one from the one we made on stream. Mainly because I work a lot better, especially in like collages and stuff. I am better, like I feel like I can better form my thoughts when I have something real and tangible. And so I just stuck all these on here. And I just feel some of the stuff on here is just to fill space that looks cute, that is related to my life but isn't necessary. So like right here, right here, it's just like a coil of rope from like a rock climbing magazine. But I just thought it looked cool. And like, even though I have one rock climbing goal down here, like it's not related. Also, I have like the Zelda hook shot to be like, oh, this is what I'm going for. But also, Zelda hook shot has nothing to do with it. The little Stitch Tsum Tsum sticker. Nothing to do with anything. I just like Stitch. But then I have my cosplays here, as well as like my wedding dress stuff. Oh yeah, this would definitely, Zelda hookshot would be definitely cheating. But this all has to do with sewing, and then also kind of like, since it's related to my content, I want to make these things for videos, so I put the videos here. And yeah, like there's some thought process to all of it. It's just like not the easiest to follow if you're not me with my own brain. But yeah, I put Dragon Con for Yen. Also, I put a little crown on her just because queen. And Awa for Pudding. But I don't really know if we're going to Dragon Con still, so I've just had, but I still want to get it done by probably Dragon Con time, because I want to do my Yennefer cosplay. And even if not, even if I don't go to actually Dragon Con, I might at least be able to do like photo shoots there, you know? Because there's a lot of there's some cool outdoor spaces there. But yeah, and also I just had some general stickers, so I have Tommy. Ugh. Tommy from Animal Crossing, because you know, I put him near like with his little flag near my YouTube stuff, so I'm like, he's like gonna show me to my goals, you know? I don't know. He's gonna lead the way towards money because he works for Tom Nook. This is my thought process when I'm putting things on here. Yeah. And then also here is my like learning section. So this has languages here, and I looked up the word for learn in Korean. I don't know how to say it, but I wrote it. And then I wrote a checklist of things I want to get, like, try to achieve by the end of the year. So like, so I can also once again like physically write on this when I'm done on these things. So like alphabet, sentence structure. I want to put like labels on things in the house. And then maybe some like very basic conversational phrases and stuff I want to be able to have down. So that's what's on the checklist there. But yeah. I'm excited. I'm really happy about this. Because I'm hoping what it'll do is like, I'll wake up every day and I'll look at it and it'll make me want to get out of bed and do stuff, you know? So I feel like that's often my struggle, is that I can just sit around and be like dilly-dally for a long time. And I don't really have like a set thing that I'm wanting to do for that like every day. I just like wake up and I'm like, what should I do today? Kind of thing. I feel very aimless a lot of the time. So, and like I'm trying to find a routine, but it's also hard to like all of a sudden just become a super routine person in everything in life all of a sudden. And I feel like I'm like trying to take it step by step, you know? Because I've been kind of getting down a nighttime schedule. but not as much my daytime or like my morning schedule. I don't think I want something super rigid for the days. I think that I just will have like things that I want to achieve every day or like every weekday or whatever, you know? Like, and I have my little app on my little task app called Streaks on my Apple Watch that help remind me to like read and clean a little bit and do art a little bit every day. So it's that has actually been very helpful for it to have little reminders throughout my day. Do that. But I'm also I'm hoping that like I need to get some sort of like meditation or journaling structure into my day every day, because that's definitely something that like reflection time definitely helps me. I think is one of the things that helps me the most in terms of like staying consistent. Because otherwise like I get off track very easily and I just have like bursts, which is what like I did this and we cleaned out the garage over here, so there's space for me to my like screen printing stuff. And like I get like bursts of these energy like and inspiration motivation times that last like I feel like a week or so. But then I feel like I very quickly get aimless. And I'm hoping that like seeing this every day and also like having a structured routine around journaling, I can kind of be better about that. Especially because one thing that I would like to try to do, because even when I was in school, I like used my agenda to a certain degree, but the people that I'm really impressed by and that I would really love to be able to do is that like at the first of every month they like look at their past month, and then they look at the month to come, and then they have like year goals, like month goals, and like like week goals, and then they like break things down, and then they check up with themselves every month and or every week. And I feel like that's really healthy and would be really great if I could do that. But that's some like high tier organizational brain things, and I'm just a little wee baby trying to get a morning like at least some sort of routine. I'm like pretty decent about doing a nighttime routine. It's a matter of like what time my nighttime routine starts, but I'm all right. The only thing that can fluctuate is how long I spend reading, because sometimes if a book is getting interesting, then I want to read a little longer, and then I go to bed a little later. And I don't know if I should just like learn to cut myself off and be like, no, at the end of 30 minutes, finish that page or that chapter or whatever, and then you go to bed, I don't know if anyone here has a certain method. If they're readers, I'm only just a wee baby reader, I've only just started doing some regular reading. Yeah. And so then I'm hoping that once I can kind of get a nighttime routine down pat, then after like a week or two of doing that, then I can figure out a morning routine, because I think it would be overwhelming to do it all. Just be like, okay, now I'm gonna have all the routines instantly. Yana is trending right now just because of the outfit she wore. Sorry. But because the morning routine is definitely a struggle for me, because I feel like every morning I feel just like I do what I feel like in terms of like, oh, I am feeling like, oh, I really feel like I need to stretch, so I'll do yoga today. Or I'll just do a little quick stretch, or I'm actually more hungry today than I was yesterday when I woke up, so I'm gonna make myself some breakfast. Or I just feel like making breakfast. Other times I'm like, no, I don't feel like making breakfast, and then I'll wait 3 hours or 4 hours till I eat, I don't know if you said how bad you were feeling on Tuesday, but you posted about it in Gupville Health and Fitness tab. Jeez. Basically, your sleep sucks, and you thought that was the problem, but sleeping well didn't help. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find, like, pinpoint what, like, the feeling is. Or, like, the morning routine. Please let me go back to bed. Exactly, Annika. I mean, that's sometimes what it is, too. Sometimes it's just like, I'm really tired, and I fall back asleep. Thank you very much, Cosmic Jewels, for the follow. Welcome to the garden. I hope you can grow big, beautiful, and strong here. But yeah, so sometimes I do feel tired and I'm like, oh, and I fall back asleep, or I just get on my phone because my phone I know will wake me up to a degree. Like if I start scrolling through social media, then I know that'll wake me up rather than like getting the willpower of within myself to get me out of bed. Sometimes I get on my phone in order to wake me up, but then I get on my phone for an hour and then it's a whole thing, you know? Felt pretty great. Oh, wait. Then you got a little exercise Tuesday and Wednesday at the kids' soccer game and practice. You felt great. Yes, pretty great yesterday and today. So you're going to try to get at least a little exercise in each day and see if that helps. Also, you're going to force your wife into doing the same. Nice. Yeah, that's 100% what I've been feeling lately, too. One, obviously not the only difference, but one of the main differences between, like all the whole quarantine time, that I had was that I was not consistently, I like stopped all forms of even semi-consistent exercise. I used to do a lot of rock climbing at least, and then we stopped that because quarantine. And we weren't even working out at home very much. Like we had some working out stuff, and Mateos was still kind of working out every once in a while, but I did not. And we've been trying to, like, it's really hard to work out every day, but we've been working out at least minimum, I would say 3 times a week, which is pretty good for going from like a whole year of like not working out, or doing physical activity. I mean, the only physical activity we do occasionally is like not workout, but working in the yard, doing like yard work and stuff, or like building things for the yard, which is definitely exercise, but it's not a consistent form of exercise or anything, or movement, you know? Hello! It was fun to make. Hi! Here's my vision board for my goals for the year, and hopefully we're just talking about how I was like saying that there are things in my life that I'm trying to be more consistent, and I think that if I have something to look at every day that like shows me the reason why I want to get out of bed, then it'll help me be able to get out of bed, because that's the biggest struggle a lot of the time, is like wanting to be like, or like having something to motivate myself out of bed. Like, because before, the thing that would get me out of bed is like, I have to be at work at this time, and I would just usually like literally sleep until I literally could not sleep anymore, burst out of bed, get dressed, fucking go. Sometimes I do my makeup at work, I eat at work, all these things, you know? Yeah, so what I did was on stream like a week ago, I made goals that were more like tangible, that I like had like actual, because there's a whole like method to making good goals. I think that the acronym is SMART, so it's like I didn't exactly follow these like exact things, but it's like it definitely helps think about it. So S is for specific, so very specific, like you can put so you put like a number to something, or like you don't just say I want to get better at this, you say like you look at how you can get better at the thing. Yeah, so specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based are all the ones that are SMART, SMART goals. Yeah, measurable is definitely helpful, which is why I think that like for sure my Apple Watch, I'll keep talking about it because like Apple will never sponsor me, but because I used to have the Fitbit, and I know the Fitbit did help me like get out and do more active work because like I'd be like, I want to get my goals, my stepping goals for the day, but that was all it did. And like also it helped track my sleep, and also like having like when I track my sleep, I'm a lot more regular with my sleep because I feel bad whenever I like don't meet the goal for sleep. Like it's like a video game against myself. You went for a walk last week and you're so tired, need to get out more. Yeah. And this definitely really, like, my Apple Watch definitely helps me be able to measure a lot because, like, literally I have the, well, actually, you can just get on your phone. There's an app called Streaks. I think it's like $3 or something. And you, like, set yourself goals and then you mark it off whenever you do it. So, and also it lets you know, like, literally, I've read almost every day in the past 3 weeks except for one day has the little X on it. And like with the vitamins, I've been taking vitamins almost every day except for 2 days. You know, like it like I'm bad at, like, it's definitely really, really helpful. It's like a habit tracking app. And you have, this one is like more my daily goals. And then it even shows you your streaks. Like, yeah, you can customize these. So like, they have some built in, but these ones are customizable. Well, they're also customizable ones. Like, it didn't have sewing on there, but I put sewing on there. And these are, I think, my weekly goals. So I want to spend at least 2 hours sewing every week. And I want to spend at least I want to do at least 2 outdoor activities every week, kind of thing. So you can, I think you can make it monthly, you can make it every other day. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can customize it. And the fact that it's really sleek, I'm sure there are other like good habit tracking apps, but this one I just like the aesthetics of it and how simple it is and the iconography, and that helps my brain also having something nice to look at. So yeah, it's called Streaks. So like you're on a streak, you know? Time cap on Android. Okay. Habitica was fun at first because you level up and fight bosses. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. I do want to add probably, I don't know. Because my learn something isn't very specific. And I think that's the one that's been the hardest one for me. And I think that I might need to make it more specific, which goes with the SMART goals. Because one of my goals is just spend an hour a week learning something, and that's so vague. I feel like I'd rather break it down to like spend an hour every week learning language, learning Korean, learning Portuguese, you know? And then like also maybe being like spend 30 minutes learning something about art, you know? Or like doing some art exercise on Skillshare or whatever. Maybe a documentary or something yeah, exactly. It's a passive way to learn things, right? But then sometimes you don't even retain the information, and like, it's very non-specific. And I think that's definitely been the one that I've been struggling with the most. So in college, you did a 10K steps a day challenge with your roommate. You never walked so much in your life. Maybe do that again. 10K steps a day is hard. Doing 10,000, even though 10,000 steps is like the recommended Heart Health Association like thing, 10,000 steps is hard. Maybe not as much if you're like have a whole college campus and you're walking around college campus all day, but like just at home, that shit's hard. I feel like the only days I ever hit 10K steps was when I was doing a lot of yard work, or when I was going to like a theme park or like a con or something. You did a squat challenge at your old job, one of those 30 days ramp up things. Did you do like more squats every day kind of thing? Always remember one lady coming to ask what she'd win if for doing it. She was very prize motivated. Okay. You were like, I don't know, a firmer booty. That's what I'm after. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You acquired so much random information about fish from those things. The documentaries, that's true. But I will say, if you watch Seaspiracy, it's a little misleading. That's the thing about a lot of documentaries, is that like obviously they're created from a very biased perspective. So sometimes certain documentaries can be a little misleading. Even if they're, especially if they're done very well, you know? Their job is to convince you of their point, so. She looked at herself and said, I'm good, and just rolled out. You were like walking to work when you did the 10K challenge, and even then it was hard to hit. Yeah, 10K steps is so many steps. I feel like 8K is a little bit more reasonable and like more achievable than 10K. Especially when you're doing it by yourself, 10K would be so hard. Used to walk 2 miles to work and 2 miles home. 10K steps was impossible when that stopped. Yeah. Because otherwise you just literally have to make yourself get out of the house and walk by yourself probably for a long time. Started with 30 squats and ended with 300 squats? Whoa. You add... I can't think of math right now. You add 10 squats a day? 30 days? I'm not even trying to do the math. It's not happening. But yeah, on stream, I set some goals that were the specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based kind of thing. Most of the goals are all by the end of the year kind of thing. Oh, do you have a thing, or is it just your? Because I mean, if you carry your phone with you always, then like it can be a semi-accurate reading of the steps. But if you're not carrying your phone with you all the time, then it's not necessarily accurate. You don't have some sort of fitness watch. Yeah, but I mean, it's possible you still didn't get a lot of steps. Let me see how many steps I... the thing is with this app, I mean, like, the thing with the Apple Watch, it tracks more, like, your standing hours. It's very interesting. Your exercise. You set how many hours you want to exercise a day, and I have it for a whole hour, or how many minutes. And then it has active calories. So it's just like the amount of like active exercise you're not exercise, but active like form of movement you're doing every day. So obviously you have more active calories when you're doing something like cardio, but if you're doing something like just like weightlifting, it's like less. It's very weird the way it tracks it. So like the tracking of the steps is a little bit... I wish there was a way for me to just see how many steps I track, but I'm doing. But I might just not know where to find it to like show on my actual watch. I know I can check on my app. And also I assume that so they call the active calories the move section. And I feel like that could be very unhealthy for people who might like struggle with some sort of like eating disorder or something. Let's see, where's my steps? So, whoa, I got a lot of steps. Was that yesterday? No, that was just earlier today. Really? Apparently Saturday I got more than 10,000 steps, but none of my other days. It doesn't, yeah, okay. I walk an average of 6,903 steps a day. So this was my last week. My steps chart. But so far today, I've already walked 2,112 steps. That's pretty decent. I don't know what was I doing on Saturday? Oh, I had a party. Was it? Yes. Did a lot of cleaning that day. We just add 5 squats each day and then add 10 or 20 after the rest days. Oh, okay. You average 3K? Yeah, I mean, like, the 10K I think is just a little excessive. I think that definitely something like 5K is a lot more. Like, I don't even know, like... I don't know. I don't know what the best metric is. I don't even know how good of a metric steps are in accordance to, like, your health. And for 5K seems more reasonable. Yeah, from working at home, for sure, 5K. And then there's Jeff over here who's working, and he runs every day. He's run every day for the like 200 and a bunch of days. I open my sparkling water. Honestly, I feel like I've leveled up as an adult because I used to really dislike flavored sparkling water. I don't know if it's just this brand because I haven't tried other brands. This like Costco brand, but this is good. I used to hate flavored sparkling water. I was like, wrong, but it's good now. My taste buds have adultified. And I'm trying to wean off of my Coca-Cola slight addiction that I have. Which is difficult because we still have Coca-Cola around because we had a party and I got Coca-Cola for the party. No one seemed to drink them. Which, then it just, Mateos was like, we don't have to get it because no one's going to drink it because we have all this alcohol and stuff. And I was like, no, we're going to get Coca-Cola because of parties. And at least it's, I don't know. But now, I just need a very slow, it's a impulse control exercise, okay? And then I get a Coke when we go out to eat usually. That's the only exception. I think that's reasonable. And even then we have Coke Minis, which also are like the perfect amount of Coca-Cola, honestly. Like I went to a family party like 2 weeks ago and then they only had full-size Coca-Cola cans, and so I drank that, and I was like, this is a lot of Coke. There's a lot of Coca-Cola here. So now I'm used to the Coke Minis, and I feel like that should be the norm. Coke Mini size. Because it just seems excessive if you have any more than that. But yeah, about my routine setting. It's just so hard. I don't know how, I mean, I guess morning people like enjoy the mornings, and it's not that I don't enjoy, like I can make my mornings enjoyable, but like my initial feelings waking up is not like, ooh, so happy, excited for this day, you know? Unless I have something really like happening that day. It's just not how I feel. And even when I like enjoyed my work and stuff like that, I feel like I never, like, that's not the first thing on my brain when I wake up is like, I don't know. I'm forced to get up for shit, you're mad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'd go and do fun things and I'm still like, but I have to wake up at this certain time to do it. Exactly. It's the forced wake up. Although, if I'm talking too much about, if I'm talking up my Apple Watch too much, just like let me know. But this also was there's like an app that can track my like sleep cycles, and so you set a range of time that you want to wake up, and then it alerts, it sets your, it does the alarm when you are at the lightest point of sleep in your REM cycle. And I have noticed that I feel less angry about waking up with that kind of alarm. But it is a very bougie alarm because you have to have something that tracks your dang sleep on your wrist, you know? We went to see your brother-in-law's family a couple weekends ago, and you were just like, pfft. Also, because I am a nighttime person, it's just like, they were like, hurry, let's go. We're supposed to be at the boat launch for noon. And you're like, yeah. Got a bird chirping alarm that fades in, and it's so much more pleasant. Only bad thing is you get mild fight or flight whenever you hear that bird, IRL. You hear the actual bird, and you're like, wake me up, motherfucker. Your Fitbit does that, but always wakes you at the earliest possible time, never during the window. Oh, that's so unfortunate. And also, since I've been tracking my sleep again, It's wild that when I go to bed earlier, it's easier for me to wake up earlier. Wild thought. Wild, wild idea. Revolutionary, actually. I just... Yeah. What? Yeah, like I've been with my nighttime routine that I've established. It doesn't feel as like upsetting to me because I've found books that I like and things that I enjoy doing at night that makes it so it's easier for me to like be like, all right, I'm gonna try to turn off everything. Also, like, yeah, try to turn everything off at least at like midnight. And that's when I start and I'm like, okay, let me wash my face and then maybe I'm trying to insert journaling in there, but that's taking some time. But usually at least I get into my pajamas, get into bed, and I read. But it's hard for me to stop reading sometimes. And then that's sometimes how I still stay up late. Or if I'm weak that day, I go on TikTok. And that's when I stay up the latest. I think that's your weak point. You get up at the same time every day, but no self-control to get into bed. Yeah, the self-control is really hard. Like, it's helpful that I have now my phone, like, lets me know at, like, 11:15, I think is the time I set it to. That it's like, hey, it just reminds me of the time. Because sometimes the time gets away and I don't even realize what time of night it is. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, it's 11:15. It's almost midnight? What? Especially if I'm watching something. Then it's a struggle because I'm like, but then I'm watching this show. I want to finish it. But yeah, I think the books help. The books help for sure. I have my like Kindle Paperlight, whatever the fuck it is, with it doesn't have a light, the backlight. It just looks like a piece of paper. I got it off of eBay a while back, so do that, but it's with the last 10 years of your life. Which thing? Like, oh fuck, I'm turning 39. It's hard. Like I feel like it's so hard to get on routines. I'm like, literally, I'm talking about my routine when I've literally been semi good about this routine for like maybe 2 weeks. Maybe. And then like life just jitters away so quickly and you're like, what? How did this time go by so quickly? But the alarm semi helps. You let me know it's late. But then sometimes 5 minutes after the alarm has told me it's 11:15, I forget about the fact that it told me that I need to wind down. So then that's also a problem. I need it to remind me every like 10 minutes. Like, by the way, you need to go to bed. Don't forget you need to go to bed. So you know. Get a light. But I'm getting into a nighttime routine. And then hopefully after that I can do a morning routine. The morning routine just sounds so like, it sounds like a mystical world to me when people talk about like how they can just get up and do like do what they want to do in the morning. They can just like make themselves get up and be like, I'm gonna do yoga first thing. I just feel so wildly different every single morning that I like can't even imagine being like, yes, I'm going to do that every day. Be on the couch. I'm too tired to get into bed and sleep. I guess I'll just lay here for another hour. I mean, just sleep on the couch. Maybe that's not healthy. I sleep on the couch every once in a while, especially if Mateo's going to bed earlier than me, and then I'm like, so usually it's when I'm watching like a new show, and I'm like, I put in my headphones to listen to the TV, and then I can just like, I fall asleep on the couch. So I used to spend almost the entire summertime in high school. I would sleep on the living room couch because I didn't have a TV in my room. Or if I did, I think it only had like a PlayStation 2 attached, so I could just watch DVDs on it. And I couldn't watch TV. So I said pretty much my entire summers in like high school would be sleeping on the couch because I was like, I can fall asleep watching Nick at Night. Let's go. Been falling asleep on the couch or in your son's bed more than in your own bed. It's not a good thing. Yeah. I'm sure it's probably not a good thing to not sleep in the same bed every day. I don't know for a fact, but it just feels like it's probably, yeah, a habit thing. Probably habits are good for your brain. Hard to do things that are good for your brain. It's hard. Why do they make it hard? I'm always so curious how much of the struggle is with all the technology, or like how I feel like it must have been easier when there was just less distraction, right? Like, did people not have as many mental health disorders, you know, like ADD or ADD doesn't exist anymore. ADHD and like as much anxiety or anything like that, because like a lot of that has been amplified by the society that we live in, the fast-paced distraction heavy society that we live in. I'm pretty sure there's probably science behind this, but the answer is probably yes. Because then they also were forced to do usually slightly more active things. You had to walk places or bike places, or you know, most of your hobbies didn't revolve around you just sitting in one place for a long time, unless you, I guess, read or wrote. Whatever. I haven't thought about this enough. Just thinking out loud here. Probably not, because instead of needing to keep up with all the news articles in your Twitter feed, all on my head. It's been a little, but you had to wonder where you were going to find food if a wolf was going to eat you, if your aunt had the plague or just whooping cough. Possibly. I don't know if that's something that was always on your mind, like constantly, but also back then I feel like people lived in more communal societies where it wasn't so dependent on a single human, you know? So like all of the onus and all of the responsibility for you to find your food isn't only on you, kind of thing. The community thing. You can spread your troubles amongst more people to kind of cushion it. People in the olden days spent more time trying not to die. I don't know how much they actively were trying not to die, though, you know? Sure, it wasn't constant, and you know that you would be happier knowing you needed to get up and work in the fields and tend to the animals to eat instead of just going to your office job. I think we suffer from lack of communities. Yeah, the community thing I think is really important. Coming and sit in a windowless room to get money to eat, right? Because we still have to get up and worry about where we're gonna get our food. Like that's not gone. This is why we have to work every day and earn money. You were bored way more often before smartphones and stuff. Now you always have stuff to watch or look at, so your brain is always on / not wanting to sleep. Yeah. I don't think I was necessarily bored. I don't remember particularly being bored as a kid. I've always been pretty good at distracting myself. I had lots of stuffed animals, and I would have elaborate life stories and full plots amongst them all. I remember one time I put a blanket in the hallway, and I put all the stuffed animals I possibly had on the blanket, and I was pretending we were out at sea. And if one fell off, then they fell off the blanket. They fell off the raft, and I was like, "No!" I'd be like, "This is so dramatic, like Wilson," you know. And also I played outside a lot. Yeah, all my stuffed animals had names. It was had an active imagination. Don't know where that went. Went into the sphere of technology. It took it away from me. But I can definitely remember being younger, and if it was too quiet, you had nothing to do, hearing like screaming and yelling. Oh. What? I don't recall this. But your parents then stepped out. Oh, okay. You fought when you were younger and always attributed to that. Doesn't do that anymore? Okay. That's good. Because I was like, I did not have these things. But that's understandable. Yeah. I honestly, that's why I really like going out at night during the weekdays, because like night, for some reason, well, I guess not for some reason, it's reasonable why like nighttime feels so quiet, because a lot of people are asleep and things like that, just like less busyness happening. And it's just like sometimes I like to sit outside and just take in the silence for a little bit, even though there is not ever really true silence when you live anywhere near society. Like being out in the middle of nowhere silence definitely feels like crazy different than like in the city or town silence, you know? Maybe just your brain stays active now and you can't create shit. I think that's probably it. Because I know that I need, that's why people like talk about how meditation is so important and things like that, because it teaches the muscle back in your brain that like sets the off button of like running, and you learn how to like be like stop being so active, just exist. And you like train a muscle to do that. I want to try and do one of those like those chambers where it's like the water that you float on, the salt water, and it's like really quiet in the room, and then and you're in this pod, and it's supposed to like you're supposed to sit in there for like a whole hour or something crazy like that, and like people like have the sensory deprivation, and like it's supposed to like your imagination can just like go wild, I think after like the first 5 or 10 minutes people are bored, but then after you get over the hump, then like crazy. Ow. I want to try it, but I think it's kind of expensive if I remember correctly. There's probably a Groupon for it. Sensory deprivation tank. $1 hour. A sensory deprivation tank. Oh, not yet available. Sensory deprivation tank. Oh, wait. How come that is not as bad as I thought it was? Maybe that's also why I liked the sauna. I really liked it. When I was at the gym, a gym that had a sauna, I loved it. Okay, wait. Way less expensive than I thought it was going to be. This one near me on Groupon, it's normally $60, and right now it's $29 for 60 minutes. For one, float therapy session. No one's talking to you, right? It's not actually therapy. I mean, other than like therapy with yourself, but like that's not the same. Yeah, that's weird that they call it therapy, because it's not. I don't think that's what that is. But you can have like, you can buy 2 60-minute sessions for $65, the whole thing. Nice. Oh, there's a sauna combo. Cool. I do want to go to there's this one, I think physically it's therapeutic. Yeah, I guess but when you put the word therapy on it, like something being therapeutic is not necessarily what I equivalent to therapy. There's a spa in Duluth, Georgia, which is like the area where a lot of like Asian communities are. It's called Jeju Sauna Spa, and I want to go so bad. It's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched any like Korean dramas or anything where they have like their little outfits. That's usually like a tan top and bottom, and they have like towels on their heads and stuff. They like have these little, they make little space buns or like Leia buns with the towel on their head. Don't know if this is a very like K-drama like stereotype thing. Not stereotype, like just like a thing that happens in all of them. But either way, Jeju Spa has like a bunch of different rooms that have different things. And they also have like a whole cafeteria and that's like food that you can, I mean, all of it costs money obviously, but you can get like masks and massages and acupuncture, and let's see, I know there's like a salt room. There's just different rooms with different things in the, and why don't they have like a list of all the rooms that they have, like a mineral one, but different minerals. I don't really know, but it looks cool as fuck. If you mean to start going to get facial treatments, you're scared with virus stuff though, people touching your face. That's reasonable. I understand that. But yeah, Jeju Spa, I want to go so badly. And just chill there for like a whole 24 hours, you know? Just like real chill days, chill time. Like sleep overnight there. Just sleep in a warm room. Because obviously there's like, you're not in a sauna to sleep because that's bad, but like there's different rooms and things. It seems so cool. Okay? I don't know how comfortable I'd feel to go to a super bougie spa, because I feel like I wouldn't, like, being in a place that's so fancy, I feel like I wouldn't be able to relax properly, because it just feels like I have to, like, I'm stepping on like eggshells or something. But like, I don't know, I've heard so much about Jeju Spa and I want to go so badly. But maybe one day, maybe soon. I feel like also there's like separate spaces. I think there are some communal areas, and there's some that are just like gender specific. But that'd be great. I gotta do that one weekend probably. Gotta plan it. I don't know. I know I have some friends who've been to Jeju Spa. I want to see how. I don't know how much like the average cost of Jeju Spa is. I can't just say Jeju because Jeju is an island in Korea, like a very fancy island. So I can't just be like, oh yeah, going to Jeju, because that sounds. I mean, I guess to most people they might not know that. Whatever. I watch too much Korean media. Actually, there's no such thing as too much. They're just things that I think are like, oh yeah, people know this, but then they don't. Admission fee for adults is $30, and I think that like gets you access to a lot of just like the sauna rooms and stuff. And then they have like, what is a body shampoo? I want to try an acupuncture. I feel like that would be so cool. What's a foot reflexology? Foot reflexology. What is that? Oh, it's the thing where like different parts of your foot are for different parts of like your body. So like it's saying that all these toes, all your like the tops of your toes are for your head and brain. And then this part specifically, like the little part that you flex your no, move your toe is for teeth and sinuses. And specifically right there is your pituitary gland. This is your throat. This is crazy. But yeah, this is what the reflexology is. I didn't know that's what it was called. Crazy. Crazy. There's a fly in here. I set up one single fly trap and I've caught one big fly, like a mosquito, but this other fly, if I just keep walking towards it, it's walking towards it. Go, go. Go, go. Oh, come on. He turned. He turned. Wish I had like a fly cam. The immense walk that way. It's not. It's not. It's like a sticky trap you put on your. Oh, come on. No, he like stepped on it and then stepped off of it. Maybe it's losing some of its stick. I don't know how often I'm supposed to change it. I think I'm supposed to change it out every like week or so. But, sorry, sidetracked. Working on my self-improvement. I have my friend who's doing the life coaching thing with me, and I have told her, I'm like, I am worried about like the fact that I just like am like super inspired, because usually when I do something, so like when I start working with her because of the life coaching, or I like get motivated to do this, then that motivation can last me for like a whole week or two, but then it just crashes after that kind of thing. So that is what I'm afraid of. Excuse me. And I mean, I know that everything has ups and downs, but I feel like it's just very much like very hills and valleys, or mountains and valleys, really. And I would rather it just be like a little hilly, you know? So like it's like smaller, the more, there's a what is it, the range, there's words for this, like the median and like the space from the top to the bottom to the median, you know? Or reduce that. We're looking at a graph, space between the top and the bottom, more consistent, you know? And then the smaller little waves. But it'll happen. It'll happen. Eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. That piece of peach, a little sour, but very good. Okay. Shall we play some Mass Effect? I've been talking for just like an hour and 30 minutes. Straight now. There is actually, hold on. TikTok knows that I'm on this like journey, you know? It's always sending me info. Also, Black Widow is coming out next weekend, I think. I just thought I am all over the place. No. Yeah, next weekend, I think. I think next week. Black Widow's coming out. And I need to talk to maybe like my cousin or something and see, because I know she's going to go see it. I want to go see it with people who care about Marvel things. You know? I was gonna show you all this TikTok. I think I saved it. Yeah, here it is.
This is my brilliant dad, and we're answering questions. What are your thoughts on feeling stuck?
Feeling
Also,
stuck.
he's an entrepreneur. Serial.
Do my best. I think the key here is in your moments of calmness, if you are able to figure out what are the things you want over the next year, 2 years, 5 years, break it down into things that you can do over the next 90 days, and then break it down into things you can do over the next few weeks. I think that's the key to it. I go back to saying this: please don't wait to be inspired. Please don't wait to get in the mood to do
That's my
something.
struggle.
It never comes. It's super rare. We're not all as motivated as we read others to be, or as others claim to be. So do not wait for that moment of inspiration. Please don't do that. You're feeling stuck, go back and evaluate your goals, your objectives, and work towards it. That's about it.
Yeah, and we all have the answers inside of us. I wanted to start this TikTok account for like 2 years, and then I just did it one day, and now we're here.
Let me point out, execution is key. Do stuff, don't think about it.
This is them if you want to just see their cute little faces. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
Also, he's
people.
an entrepreneur.
Okay. I thought that was really, I mean, obviously that's like advice that you hear a lot, but and I think a lot also has to do with my like media or like the stuff that I actively consume every day. So like I know that if I can make sure I wake up and listen to a podcast that is like about creatives or about like about people doing the things that I want to be doing, versus like if I wake up and I listen to like the news and it kind of puts me in a bad mood or an angry mood. Even though like I still want to be informed and want to know the news, but maybe not like time it a little bit better than the first thing in my day. And I was showed on, I think I shared on like not TikTok, on Instagram. The other day I found this podcast called Creative Pep Talk, and it's really great. I think that like the host is like super down to earth, and the way he talks is just like so chill. And I don't know, it just feels a lot less serious. Obviously, like the art of it is really cute and creative, and he's an illustrator, and it's just really great. It's just really great, and I recommend that podcast if you guys are interested in trying to be motivated, especially if you're like wanting to be motivated towards something creative, you know? Because I've just been listening to that for the past few days, and it's been really nice listening to that podcast during the morning, or morning, you know? Morning for me is whenever I wake up, you know? Even if I wake up at 10, wake up at 11, it's still morning to me, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and start up my Mass Effect now. That's how you do breakfast? Oh, snap. Yeah, the thing is, I hate making, I don't like making breakfast a lot of the time unless it's very easy to make, which I've talked about this a few times on stream. Woke up at 8, breakfast. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Woke up at 11, breakfast. Yeah, exactly. No matter what, it's breakfast. Okay? Even if other people are eating lunch right now, it's breakfast, okay? Okay. Why they always gotta be so loud about it, huh? You don't eat breakfast foods for breakfast, you eat breakfast for dinner that day? Love it too much to pass it up. Yeah, I just, the thing is, for me, it's not that I don't like breakfast food, I just don't like having to make breakfast. Unless it's very easy to make, like eggs, or just like chopping up fruit. That's like the max amount of effort I want to put in my morning, you know? I don't want to do anything else. Here we are. Your son fusses at us? Oh! What? Don't kids like breakfast? What kind? Like a pancakes thing, or? But he also says, did I do a good job eating my lunch? It's dark outside. That was dinner, my dude. Pancakes, biscuits, eggs, bacon, grits. Oh yeah, what the heck? I thought that would be food that kids would like. Am I wrong? You just make sure that we know we're serving at the wrong time. Nitpicking jerk. Oh. I'm gonna tweet out real quick, be like, Mass Effect time, just for people who care. We were fussing at him yesterday because we don't always need to be corrected. If I say I'm taking a bath, but I'm in the shower, you know what I meant? If I say we're going into the car, but we go into the truck, it's close enough. Yeah, kids are definitely sticklers for that kind of stuff because, like, when they are learning language, they're like, they learn the exact definition, and I think, yeah. Also, I feel like kids a lot of times like to get on people's nerves a little bit because they think it's funny. So, like, if they can... So, like, even if, like, at first they're doing it because they don't realize that it, like, it's unnecessary. But then maybe they, like, start getting enjoyment out of the attention that the aggravation gets them, kind of thing. Then they think it's funny. And then it's a snowball. It's a snowball. What was I doing? Let's see. I guess I should do the official thing, right? Head to Vermeer and rendezvous with a Solarian team. This one's Race Against Time. Explore Pharos, Noveria, and Artemis Tau Cluster and Vermeer to find clues. Oh, okay, well, we need to do Vermeer anyways. So we need Vermeer for 2 things, so we'll go there. Aha, here we are. I guess you're supposed to do it in a certain... We already went to Noveria, right? I was trying to make him say he wants a snowball and not a snow cone because that's just a local thing. Or maybe general southern thing. Really? It's not normally called a snow cone? We very specifically have snowballs here. Oh! Okay. You're saying that the snowball is the... Okay. Learn snow cone from TV. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I feel like that's... Oh, wait. Is that... I don't know. Instead of having a conical top or being in one of those paper cups.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
I've definitely eaten...
Shepard,
I guess
this is
I
Alpha
have
from
never... I
Alliance
feel like
Command.
either works for me.
We've
If
got a
someone said either
situation
one,
here, and you're the
I'd
only
understand
one
what
that
they
can
meant.
handle it.
But I guess you're right. Snowball... I do think it's a little more... I don't know. I guess I never thought about really the difference of the two.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire
Annoying me.
simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
They're always needing my goddamn help. Never ending. I ain't got nobody else.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground to the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding.
Uncrustable again.
The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military. And right now, we need
I get you.
The VI controls all the facilities, weapons,
no.
drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
But let me tell you, are Uncrustables particularly bad for me? Like, if I made just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for myself, is it really better or worse than an Uncrustable? Because I feel like Uncrustables are so OP. Like, it's such an easy food. You just need a little snacky that is gonna give you like some protein and stuff. Here for me. It's so good. And they're so smart because they have like bread, and then both of the pieces of bread have the peanut butter and then the jelly inside. And I think that like layer of peanut butter on both sides helps like keep the jelly from like getting the bread too soggy. So genius. Yeah, we always had grape jelly when I was little. And also at Costco, they only had the grape one, so. Oh yeah. I mean, if you like normal peanut butter and jelly with grape jelly, that's what an Uncrustable is. And you keep them frozen until you want to eat them, then you de-thaw it for like 10 minutes, and then it's beautiful, delicious. No, I'm gonna go to that one, but I'm just travel. It doesn't. Okay, fine. I just like to scan things if I can. Can't scan here. Can't scan here. I don't know if the scanning helps or does anything, but I always like to check. Okay, when I zoom out, there's one little noise that goes, "Eek!" It sounds like a little monkey. Every time I hear the noise, I think it sounds like a monkey. I don't know if it's just me, but when I zoom out, it's like this, woo, and then in the middle of that, it goes, "Eek!" Listen for it. See that little, the little, am I wrong? Does that sound like a monkey? It sounds like a monkey to me. Like a monkey little shriek. A little, because it's slightly different from the sound going in, because it doesn't do the little monkey shriek when I go in. No monkey shriek. See? You hear it? I'm so bad at timing it. Like, I can't, it's so hard for me to be like, there, you know? Like, you know? Monkey shriek. That's what it sounds like. The first time I heard it, I was like, what? nice. Looks pretty lush. Hello? Lush frontier world. Ideal for colonization. Hell yeah. Not really. What are we doing here again? I'm trying to remember what my goals are so I know who to bring. Maybe fighting computers, right? So probably people with good biotics and tech strength. I feel like that makes sense. Oh, okay. Hold on, let me...
These sandwiches until now.
I like me some
I just can't justify
Crustables.
paying for
So
premium
loud.
or indulgence
I'm
in cost of
sorry.
living, but these are the easy solution for an indulgent weekend
Ooh,
breakfast.
bitch, what?
When you don't have time for dough to
What you
run.
gonna put?
These delights are like a
Ooh.
churro meets a donut in the best way. Hands down, it's the best peanut butter
Girl,
and
you
jelly
done started
you'll
some
ever
shit
eat.
right now. I'm gonna give you some Crustables right now. Ooh, crunchy.
I never understood these sandwiches.
Whoa. Okay, I'm sorry it was so loud. I don't have any volume control on TikTok. But that is nuts. You make a cinnamon sugar donut. Yeah, thankfully it was only quick, but I wish, but like that's how it is with, there are a few things. There's like TikTok, and I think on Facebook, I don't know, there's another like, like autoplay or like video thing that, no, it's when I'm on Instagram. If I'm on Instagram, I can't choose the volume of it, like, and I'm like, why would you do this to me? Why is there no volume control? Yeah, mute or 100%. Like, is it really that hard to put a little scrubby thing there instead of... Doesn't make any sense. It's always very loud on the PC. Anyways, this is who we're going down with.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
Mako? I thought it was Mako.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
Go on water? Or...
You've got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joker out.
I don't know if I brought the right people. I don't know how much, like, fighting I'm going to be doing. Gander at this map. Also, I do need to... I need to, I think, level up. Oh, neither of them. Okay, never mind. Thought I was gonna. Okay. Also, I did not look at the map. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, this is probably something I want to take the Mako, not the Mako. How do you spell that? Why did it instantly put me out of it? It's fine. She'll come back. She'll be fine. looking right at. Says I'm looking right at some stuff. But I assume it might be right over the other side of this. A better view of the overall map as I'm coming through here on it. Oh. Are these things not bad? I try and take these towers out? Is that what I'm trying to do? Still gonna bomb them just because. I don't know if this is what I'm supposed to do, but it's happening. Okay, calm down. Aggressive noises. Seems like those other things I killed were not the enemies. Sometimes I wish it didn't show the little like triangles until you were within like a certain range. I don't think those things are bad guys. Ah. Right next to one. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I literally cannot aim for shit! Okay. Are not the bad guys. Something shooting over here. Whoop! Be a person. Alrighty. This is like, seems like a very nice tropical island, and I feel bad that I'm just like fucking shit up over here. Whoop, whoop. Oh my god, this little rock, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know if I should be like blowing this shit up over there, you know. In case there are people in there. Jesus Christ. Damn. Bastard, that over there. Health bar showed up for a quick. Hot secret. Oh wait, hold on. Where did he come from? Ah, there we go. Sorry. Oh wait. All these little traps. There we go. I was about to say. I don't trust all these little shields over here. Why do they make these normal creatures look so suspicious? They look like they're on the enemy team, even though they're not doing anything. They look like they're on the enemy team. Look like a little drone type thing. Here we are. Can't exactly see where all that's coming from. Oh. What's happening over there? Nope. Going forward. Come on. Nope. Going that way. There we go. Oh shoot, there's another guy right there. Wish I could just bring this thing with me everywhere. It'd make my life so much easier. Did I get out? Also, let me take a look, gander real quick again to see what I'm best at. Pistols. She doesn't have a particular. This. She's also got pistols. Okay. Pistols and shotguns. Actually, I don't know if I've upgraded Talia's stuff. Yeah, definitely needs a better pistol. 100%. Actually, no, yeah, it's fine. I have one Corian thing. That's at least slightly better. Oh. So I didn't get my shotgun. I think we killed everyone here, but just gotta double check. When did y'all do that? Where did it even come from? Person behind there. Right. Coming over here. Alright, over here. I assume whatever's jamming is over here. Oh no. Right when they're right there, that's when I'll get them. Such a... Come on. So annoying. They jump everywhere. The only way I can get them without actually... There's one more jumping around in there. Yes, sniper. Oh, there. There's another one running around in there. See the little shadow. Hello? Where are you? Wait for it to pop back down here. Can't do anything. Oh? Hello? There you are. Nope. Ugh. Cause it's no point in like trying to chase it around the room, really. Hold on. But disgusting. They're so icky. No one really. Actually, hold on. Can we? Because these are all. Let's see. I think it's a biotic. I think it's dead. I think that it's dead. Nice.
That's the last of them.
Good. I always forget that I can do that. And they are biotic creature. Oh shit. No. Ah! My bad. Oof. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on, we'll do it again. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Oh, fudge. Ooh. I literally just try to fudge. I'll do 25. 25 Omnigel. Ugh. There we go. Just wait till it has a more lucky configuration is really the tactic there. Okay. What's this over here? Nothing? I can't interact with that? Okay, I think that we're good. Oop, I saw a shadow, I think? I saw a jumpy shadow for a quick second there. Back in the vehicle. Let's see here. Oh shit. What is that? That's a big thing. Oh fuck. One of these. Oh fuck. Oops. There we go. Where's the rest of y'all? Rammed into it. Another one up ahead. Oh fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. It's harder to... There we go. That's the tactic. There are other ones right over here. Shit. Back it up! No, 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 no! Okay, this is why I like to go sideways. This. So these are just baby ones, I think. There's two options of where I could go. I could either go straight there or to the side here. Level up. Equipment? No. Equipment? We're fine. Well, I feel like I don't need to check equipment nearly as frequently as I need to do all this. Okay, I'm gonna level up my electronics some more. God, my Spectre training has extra buckets here. And then I'm gonna do one more electronics. I just feel like I never have enough electronics to do. First aid. Class. I feel like throw is... Oh, dang it. I only have... There, I didn't realize that. The hacking. Hacking is... It just lowers the recharge of, like, everything else, so... Feels right. Okay. Oh, here's a big boy. Back back it up, back it up. Fuck. There we go. No, this is... I can't remember the name of... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh. Oh fuck, there's the other one. Gotta go like this. Yeah. What the... Hold on, I gotta maneuver myself so I can... Back and forth. Easy peasy. Remember these awesome water canyons that you want to visit in real life? These? Like this location? I don't remember the name of this planet. I think why we went in a circle. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, this place is beautiful. Yeah. I'm sure they modeled this place after a real place. Just wanted to make sure, but it was I guess I can check my map. Okay. Oh yeah, that's it, Vermeer. That's a big weapon there.
We must find a way to disable their artillery.
Yeah. Tell me there's no one out here. Hard to believe. Oh, just kidding. They are. Serious? I think it was almost shooting next to him. Oh, there's something there. There we go. They're so close to the thing. The AA tower. Oh, it does say on the map? That makes sense. Ah, my foot stuck. Cord. Hold on, I gotta do a little stretch here. Yeah. Oh. Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I got a baby shower to go to. I feel like this is the first baby shower I've gone to of like a friend, you know? Moving into a new stage in life. Going to friends' baby showers instead of just like family members and stuff, you know? Really, despite knowing the batteries your entire life, you can't hear AA and not think of Arn Anderson. Oh, interesting. You're sorry to hear that? I'm going to a baby shower? What? Oh. It's just like all baby showers from now on. Shooting at? What are they shooting at? I mean, I guess get it, but like, what the fuck? Y'all aim. What the fuck is happening here? What are you?
Find a way to disable them.
Okay, okay, come over here. Stop it. Stop it. a rocket. Through. Oh, I didn't mean. Y'all, calm down. He's not even out. There we go. We got that pistol.
Clear.
Hacks ban that Geth, exactly. Literally shooting entire missiles through walls. Oh fuck! I thought you said the coast was clear. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Do this. Throw him. Wait, no, that. There. I know that. I was like, if he gets close to me, I'm fucked. Come on, dude. Your foot. Oh, what's that? Why is it not activated or something? Ah! Wait, why does it still say there's a red triangle over here? Oh, he's still alive down there. Oh. That's something, isn't it? Okay, well... hang out there, I guess. There you go. Haha! Ah! 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 Okay, good. Last time I think you said that there was no one else. Died.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to move on your word, Shepard.
Yay! Okay. Okay. But there's no one else here. Walk on by. Hell yeah. The gate is open. We're all good. Oh. Hello? Let me in. There we go. Very specific angle you have to be looking. What the fuck is that? Oh my god! What the fuck was that thing? Did the ocean get louder? Oh fuck. Hello? Hello? There you are. Alright. Oh. The rocket launching. Come on, Mako. It's only appropriate that this is named Mako. That was Joker? Oh my gosh. I thought it was them with some like giant other... I don't even know. That's fucking scared me though. Now I have to get my weapon out again. But... annoying vehicle named after... well, no. I was gonna say, named after an annoying character. Like my, oh my god, wait, I thought the red ones held the rocket launch. But Mako from Legend of Korra, after I watched it again, I feel like the first time I watched it when I was younger, I was like, Mako is so cute, but then the second time I watched it, I was like, Mako sucks. Lame boy. Didn't deserve either gal. Pacific Rim. It's been so long since I watched Pacific Rim, I don't remember Mako. Oh my god, it's coming right for us. That is not how I wanted that to go. It make that fucking scary ass noise. This. Oh fuck. Christ.
Think we're good, Commander?
Good Jesus. Sure does run. I was stuck in that little corner. I couldn't move. Oh, she's the main girl. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, I remember that character.
That was the final gate. Our path to the Solarian camp should be clear from here.
Thanks, Liara. Wait. Did Tali stay down? What the? Wait, no, Liara. How are you speaking to me, Liara? You are down there. I only had Tali with me. What the fuck? Okay. Woo. Actually, hold on. Let me text Matheos real quick. I don't know if I don't know what time we're doing. We're supposed to do dinner with his family, and I'm not sure what. Updates. Alrighty. Okay. Oopsies. All of these, like, towers surrounding me. I don't like.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded.
Why?
The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
Oh. I feel like I need to watch. Didn't they make a second Pacific Rim movie? Didn't they also announce Avatar 2? And Avatar 2 is apparently a video game or something? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I saw vaguely some dumb stuff on Twitter, but...
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
Well, I don't necessarily... I guess I haven't watched Avatar in a long time, the Blue People one. I don't think it's necessarily a bad movie. Yeah, I know they're making 2 through 5, but I thought there was some announcement of a video game or something at E3. Fly, get away! And by now, Disney has really invested in Avatar. They made a whole section in Animal Kingdom devoted to Avatar. And I'm like, no one cares? So...
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent?
Wow.
I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
Whoa.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
Whoa, no.
How is that possible?
Whoa!
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It makes them be able to reproduce.
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy. And these Krogan follow Saren.
No, it's not bad. You're just being reductive because Avatar, The Last Airbender is so good, and also because Avatar is just a ripoff of non-native. Right. I like it less than the older ones. Yeah, I know that people... I saw something the other day that was like, it's disrespectful to Atlantis to call Avatar just a reskin of Pocahontas, because like it's a lot more similar to, like, even though Atlantis is very much like has obviously similar themes to Pocahontas and all that sort of thing, but you're right, it's just non-native adopting local customs and turning against their military. And with the Wolves, Last Samurai, Pocahontas, exactly. It's not a new concept. I just can't imagine what they're planning on doing for 5 movies, 5 of them.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Krogan is right there. I think it's
exactly
a little
my thoughts.
rude to
we must
talk
ensure that
like
this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
That's what I'm saying.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Yeah, it's rude to say that.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex.
Why is Ashley always a part of these conversations?
Just drop it. He'll be fine.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
It's not all the same to me.
The upcoming battle frightens me, but I know Saren must be stopped.
God, why is there so much aggressive lightning here.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola. I can provide you with supplies for the upcoming mission. For anything else, I suggest you speak to Captain Kirahi.
Let me see what you have.
What little there is.
Let me sell some stuff if I can. Wow, there's a lot here. I have a lot of random shit. I just want to, anything that's like below a certain number, I'm just gonna sell, but damn. Okay. I don't really know how to use these special, like, these special explosives and these, like, other kinds of rounds and things. I don't know how to necessarily use all this. No. Nade upgrade. Pistol. Ah. Come on, there we go. Huh? Holy shit. Stuff's expensive. I think just use the same round modification the entire game unless you were fighting lots of enemies specifically weak to one element. Okay. Oh, a license. Let's always buy a license whenever we can.
Really hope the council pays attention to what's happening here.
Why? I feel like it wasn't this aggressive before. What the fuck? This is continual jump scares. I do not like it.
I just need a few more minutes with my men.
Oh my god. Okay, so Codex. Yeah, learning more about all the stuff. About the genophage. I gotta talk to Rex. Something else?
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Calm down, Rex. I'm not the enemy here. Saren's the one you should be mad at.
Well, he's the one who cured him.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, then I'm done with you.
I can't let you jeopardize the mission.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
These Krogan are slaves of Saren. Puppets, tools to be used and discarded. Is that what you want for your people?
No, we were tools for the Council once. Thank us for wiping out the Rachni. They neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead.
I mean, there's a way to get the information, I guess.
I want his head.
Ah.
calm the Krogan is impressive.
Thank you. If these are like our, why do I always have to decrypt this stuff if we're in like, you know, ally territory?
I'm surprised you were able to reason with a Krogan.
Everyone is so speciesist. I think that society would have, you know, advanced a little bit more societal, you know, like between each other. I want the Star Trek land, okay? People are a little more understanding sometimes. I guess it's maybe just for Enterprise.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Actually,
unfortunately,
get
the
out of
facility
here.
is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke, and how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
It does sound a bit risky. Is there no other way?
No, but I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
It's a good idea, but your people are going to get slaughtered.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And
That's a
that
bad
makes what I'm
plan
going to ask
then,
even
right?
more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
You expect me to commit one of my people to your command?
We are all soldiers by trade. If your people are not prepared to face such a risk, would you really want them by your side?
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams.
Ashley,
at their
go.
best. I volunteer.
Oh.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
Good.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Yeah, I'll say Ashley. I just don't want her around me. And if she dies, I won't be that upset, honestly.
Who would be better suited to the mission?
Either of these two will do, Commander. Both seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
Williams, you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
The Normandy's picking me up. How will your teams escape the blast?
We will engage the Geth as long as possible. Once the bomb is in place, we will fall back to try and escape the blast radius. If we move quickly, we should be able to escape with acceptable casualties. If not, then our memories will live on as martyrs to a greater cause.
You talk like this is a suicide mission.
I won't lie to you, Commander. There is a chance none of us will survive this assault, even your team. But we do what is necessary.
God damn.
Shadow seems clear enough. What would the other teams be called?
Aegor, Manavai, and Jaeto.
I
They were
don't
the
know.
initial settlements on our first 3 colony worlds. They are at the heart of Solarian territory to this day. These names will remind my men what they are fighting for. They must have a personal
like
stake
army
in the
stuff
fight if
is
we are
so
to have any chance
dumb.
of success.
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone, LT. You too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah, I just... Good luck.
Is there something you want to say, Chief?
I don't know, it's just weird, going under someone else's command. I've got used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry. We'll see you on the other side.
I know. It's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
It doesn't matter if we're not in the same unit. We are still a team. Watch each other's backs, keep your eyes open, and fight like I know you can. We'll all come out of this in one piece.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent.
Speech here.
I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept
this shit ain't gonna work, is it?
Facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers.
Take a nap real
Our
quick.
influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line.
I know.
Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope
is he
we will meet
done?
again.
Is he done? Damn. Yeah. I just feel like that military talk is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. This is no Independence Day speech. I haven't watched Independence Day in so long. I don't really know. Should I bring Rex? I feel like he it's important to bring him. Because I feel like he's important to this in terms of like they had that whole talk and everything, you know. And then if we're gonna go against more Geth, who had a lot? Was it Tali or Liara who had more of? I don't remember. I never remember biotics or tech. Which one? Like I think biotics is what we want, right? Tali is the mechanics person. She has all of those like things. I lived with Rex and Tali on my team anyway. Yeah, I think that's right because I think I used Overload and stuff. Okay, okay. I don't think I've even used Rex on a mission in quite a minute. A hot minute. Okay.
Object, do you read me, Commander?
I like chunky characters.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Alright, so let's... Yeah, we got a lot of points here to give to this man. Go ahead and unlock. This. That. Definitely upgrade the fitness if I can. The throw is actually quite handy. And then let's do the assault rifles. Assault rifles. Part of why you were always Horde. Oh. And WoW, they do have some chunky characters. Fitness is just increase health. That, and then health damage by 85% does not reduce damage to Carnage is inflicts weapon damage plus 100% within 2 meters of its impact point. I wouldn't even be able to reach that anyways. I'll do one here, and then one in 50. Just to evenly split it up. Something. Pistols and shotguns here. Not very much first aid, which is to me. I have 0 first aid. That's the concerning part here. I wish it didn't, I didn't need to click on those to make that. There we go. Alright! Let's go, go, go!
Shadow is on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Shadow is
shit.
on the ground. Williams, towards me. Bye-bye. Time to get some attention.
Oh, I'll shoot now. Hold on. What are they good at again? Let's see. So he's good at assault rifles and she's good at pistols. So let's put them on those. Let's give her a pistol. She's got an assault rifle. There we go. Here, what are y'all shooting at? No, what are y'all shooting at? I don't see. Oh, is there someone there? I don't see anybody there. No, I see stuff shooting at us. Oh, there it is.
Funnel by is under coordinated crossfire. Check the long-range turrets over the gas target.
Then... Oh, with your frickin'... There's... Hello? Probably better, actually, for... Hello? Why won't it... Hello? They just be shooting. I don't see nothing here. Oh, really though, what are y'all shooting at? Oh, there's someone behind here. There. Pop out of. Oh wait, I can do that, can't I? Actually, how did I swap out the gun quickly? Oh fuck! Fuck, he's so fast.
They wanted to keep us away from that outpost.
Warp dude. Bro. And thing down here. What is music? Okay. Only when I was going that way. Okay, communication disrupt apparently. Oh. There we go. And that was it over here, alright. They are going, and that's probably why I had the music. Yep.
Something scrambled, they're targeting. We got a shot. Chief Williams, take the heat off Malavai.
Anything else? The map like. Oh shit, okay. We're going. Somewhere. Let's see what's. So I should not. I guess I could go either way. It's just a circle. Oh wait, we're back this way. Oops. Yeah, this way then. Something comes up over here. Oh. Oh fuck. Keep forgetting I can look up and not only down because of those little flying dronies. Looks like an area where they try and get us.
They're calling SAT strikes. Jayeto, watch for comm stations. Williams, can you see anything?
Ashley isn't saying shit. What's up with all these bugs everywhere, huh? Back to life? What else is getting us? Oh, wait, no, there's someone over here or something. Yeah, they literally, it's just the fact that they get back up and it messes with me. How was I quickly switching? Go. Oh wait, what the fuck? How do I get up there? Oh, do I just have to shoot it? Okay.
Aircraft heading to perimeter stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
Come on. Why it's a maze. They can attack us. Like this. Oh, sorry. You've been disengaged. Got or you're gonna go run and take an audition. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, good luck. Come on. Far. Wait for that sucker to get back up. There we go. But yeah, nope, no big deal. That's totally fine. Understand. Got stuff to be doing. Fuck, hello? It's not even showing that I'm hitting. Like it's not. Oh, there we go. There's another person over there. Somewhere over here there is. Yeah. Is there anything here? I feel like I'm in a maze right now. Oh, did we level up? Heck yeah. Okay. So I suppose I should probably increase my damping ability. Vector training. Whoa, that one's OP. And then let me do my pistol. Holly will also give. I was gonna look at the map. Whoa, this is crazy. Okay. So I should go that way, but this also leads to where I'm trying to go. I think, right? The refueling platform. I don't know what's over here. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, fuck, fuck. Hold on. Sabotage, I think? pretty place. Wait. Something I'm supposed to do? Hold on. Oh, okay, this is already done. Do I need to blow something up, or... There was an exclamation point there, so I'm not sure. I always forget how to toss. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Also, it did play the little jingle, and then this turned like that, so I assume... But I guess the little mini-map just hasn't been updated yet. Let me edit it out. I just don't like all these little shields here, honestly. Get rid of the shield while I'm just walking on that. Right? Okay, hold on. That's a bad sniper. It's also charging stuff up, so. Dude. Over here, I can maybe get him. Go. Get up. There we go. Go ahead. These. I don't like them. Over there.
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
Now you pop out. There you go. Oh, or not. I'll just shoot at them. Krogan. Yeah. I think that's a Krogan. It's hard to tell. Or if it's too red. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say please. Throw, we're gonna overheat there at that, and then fuck. Get back up. Hopefully it'll still. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Is he Gonzo's? Okay. Okay, his body's gone. I was like, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Something over here. Oh, there's a crate here. Oh wait, what? Oh wait, there's an entrance up
team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
What was that noise?
We've got access to base security.
Nice.
We can put the alarms
Because
from
I brought
here. Maybe
Tali,
even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
I mean, I'll say they've got enough trouble.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
I don't want to do this, so can I save real quick? I'm gonna save. Let's save. Okay. This is the one thing I don't like, is I never know where those fusion control units are. Oh fuck. There's one. Oh wait, they're right here. Oh fuck. Get him out of here. Oh fuck. Get him out of here. Looking around here real quick. Yeah, I was just like, didn't know exactly how many people were gonna be here. It seems like it's actually not that bad, honestly. So far. And I'm not gonna speak too soon. But there weren't very many Krogan in here, which I really thought wasn't. Damping here, and we're gonna toss your ass. Oh my god, why didn't any of that work? Why didn't any of that work? Oh my god, 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 oh my god. No, I'm gonna stay with my pistol, and then I'm gonna have Tali go to her shotgun. Why can't I run? Oh my god. I think I always accidentally kneel, and then I can't run, and then I'm still nervous, and I don't think that I'm kneeling. Yeah. Because I know that she's strong with the shotgun, so I was like, let me give her the shotgun, give her the shotgun. At least I think that's one. She's either it's shotgun and it is shotguns and pistols, I think. Oops. Oops. Oh.
Hello? Is someone out there?
I'll help you in a jiffy.
Give a little ground, Williams. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
These computers I can... Nope, okay. Right here. Oh shit. Whoa, this one's hard, isn't it? Oh fuck. There we go. Great. Okay. How come I can't go down and help those? Oh wait, now I'm down here. Oh, but didn't I go upstairs? I'm mighty confused.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, ma'am. Captured while on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, ma'am.
6 days?
Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
What did they do to you, soldier?
Experiments, but I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
Setting him free could endanger the mission.
No. No! I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
He seems very on edge. I don't know. The room keeps talking. Maybe, I mean, like, but also I want super Paragon points, you know? If anything, he... No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Set him free. It could help us.
I know, my nose. Wow.
Yes, sir. You'll find I am very good at following orders. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they are so simple? Simple!
How do you even have a gun? ASAP? What the heck? Why did they give us no forewarning? Why do they do this? Wait, where are we going to eat? Caso. Say that. Oh shit, okay. Thankfully it's mostly these guys and they're just like 2 shots really. They're down. Let me see if there's anything better than... Oh, shit, look at that. this one? Ooh, hello? Alrighty, and then we'll look at... Do I have any armor for... Oh, yeah, what the heck? Oh. I wish it would only show the Krogan armor. 39. Like the best of them. Nope. Oh, I didn't look at all of the other. All of them are pretty much better than. So, yeah. 90. Best one off. In terms of damage. That? He doesn't need, I guess, the best assault rifle. He needs the best assault rifle. She can get like the, if there's anything better than what she got, then we can do that. Alright. Didn't really give him anything else. That's better. We got a whole bunch of these katanas, don't we? A lot of things are better than... Something I'm going to be using. Alright. Anything else? Alrighty. Then, can I save here? No, I can't save.
Take out those hostiles!
Okay, I get it. So I need to figure out a way to get that door open? Fuck. What are y'all shooting about? Did they come through the door? Stop shooting! Lordy! Thought I had taken grades. Okay. Is there anything on here about taking the key? Their task should be easier now. Yeah, I don't know. Is there something that I missed, like a button I should have pressed or something? Mateus, you haven't given me any updates other than dinner ASAP. Where, like, what, you know? How long would it take them to get there? Are we closer? Like, these things matter. Okay, I'm gonna go look back and see if I miss them. Oh! K-pop BBQ. We can't go to K-pop BBQ. Oh, there's a security office here. Hold on. Was that above? Is that here? How do I even get there? How did I get in here? Oh, there's stairs here. Look over. Elevator here. Oh, okay. Nice, Spiegel. That was a good hint. Whoa, that's creepy. Oh fuck! What the? Oh shit! There's a sorry
What's
there.
going on? Where are the guards? Where is Saren?
Wait, why can't
No.
I?
Stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species. You will not destroy the work we have started.
There's that, and we're gonna. Yeah. Oh my god, he like disintegrated and he's there. Okay, I was like, what the fuck was that? What is that what that carnage was? It was just like literally like destroyed everything. Oh shit. Oops. Oh. Not happening. Trying again. Oh, okay, this one. Honestly. Oh, fuck. Ooh. There we go. Oop. Okay. Like a missile from the shotgun, so it does extra damage, you think? It also explodes on contact and does double damage. Okay. That is very helpful. Poly shotgun, okay. There. Nice. Right in the head. Metagel. Okay.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Who are you?
Rana Thanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
Oh. You helped him and you didn't even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating.
That's the point of the thing.
This position is a little more permanent than I'd expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
What were you studying here?
It's that ship,
Music is a little loud,
It emits
honestly.
some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself.
That's so creepy!
It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
It's not his technology.
It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him.
Shit!
Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word.
Hashtag
There's some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
What else would you expect? Text me none yet? I'm confused. Oh. That was another thing. Okay. Ooh, yay! Okay. That one was easier than the other ones. We'll make sure there's nothing here to do. Okay. Go right on in. Over here then. Look at a fly. You're right, like, okay, it's like beyond this wall or whatever. I don't like the way this mini-map operates. Makes it look like something's right next to me, when it isn't!
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Whoa, there I am again. Well, what? That's something happened. I didn't pass out this time. Just back to normal. Hello? Is no one gonna talk? Mention anything? No one's gonna be like, "Hey, you okay? Like, I know you just had some weird possession shit just happen. You good? Anyone?"
The Solarians are counting on us, Shepard.
Did that not happen? Did that just happen in my brain? We're just gonna keep going. Okay.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen. You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
VI?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it.
Whoa.
I am beyond your comprehension.
Oh shit, this
I
is the
am
name.
Sovereign.
Yeah.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant.
Whoa.
We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. Whoa. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence.
Damn.
Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Valid.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
I feel like
confidence born of ignorance.
That's how I feel.
The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished.
He's not wrong.
The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found
Same as us.
The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
Holy shit.
We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
Whoa.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
That's so nuts. I mean, that makes sense, but whoa. But I mean, like, why did no one question it in the first place? Like, this is the first thing I questioned when I started playing this game. I'm like, why are we using this shit that's just sitting here? Like, you know? Yeah, it is. They're like farming. They're being like, we need to grow the race, and then what do they? I'm curious what they extract from us though, because obviously, like, we farm for food and things like that and sustenance. But what do they need? If we stole it from Protheans who say they didn't steal from someone else. Yeah, but also we just didn't understand the technology, and that's just dangerous to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this technology fully. Even though I couldn't replicate it on my own, I don't really know how it works or anything like that. That's just dangerous.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
I don't think it works like that.
Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
But yeah, the why though.
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
That didn't explain why. You didn't answer my damn question, dude.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know if he's just a machine, actually.
As empty as your future.
Yeah, this is some dumb human shit she's saying.
This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Humans have the audacity, okay? Like, the way she's talking, dumb. It's true, dumb human shit. She's looking at this thing who's like, I am an infinite being beyond your comprehension. She's like, I'm gonna stop you though. It's like, you don't even get how their technology works. You are an ant in comparison, okay? Like, literally, you do not survive without them. So, like, who seems like they've got the control here? Okay. Yeah.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
There's nothing we can do here. Ideas, Shepard?
Let's head to the breeding facility. Joker can pick us up after we set the nuke.
The fact that we're still using nukes, pretty nuts. I think, like, that's like... That's pretty brutal. We don't have anything else? We don't have any other, like, advanced weaponology? Is that a word? Weaponology? That is more efficient than a nuke? Oh god, okay. I was about to say.
The Geth are turning from your position, J.T. Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot. Williams, head them off. Hold them.
Oopsies, is Ashley gonna die? Oh. Wait. Thank you, thank you. Hold on, I was gonna look at the map. I'm gonna go back to the lab, is what I was doing. Other one? Oh my god, there's almost so many. Okay. No. Oh, I gotta... Why are they bugging out like this? This guy is just here. Hello? A little stuck here? No, but you're gonna come back to life probably. Yeah. Pretty sure I killed this guy before, but again. These guys are OP and they come back to life all the time. Gonna stay down? Okay. Let's fucking go! I assume we're going this way, because the way they were blocking, so... Okay, once we're done with this mission, I've got to head... Oh, for a second I was like, where the... Hold on. Am I going the right place? I feel like I'm not going the right way, but... But also this is like the way that the... Oh, hello. I can't right now, hold on. I can't! Says I can't. She goes, yes, you can. Okay. I assume, like I said, I assume... Oh, fuck. What the fuck is that over there? Oh, God. Fucker. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I feel like everyone just gotta have the... Oh, I didn't mean... I keep choosing the wrong thing. Hold on. We're gonna give everyone these, because... Am I wrong? Is this just an automatic? I just not the normal one that I need to do. Hold on, I might as well just do pistol at this point. Hold on. Sniper. Nope, okay. Doing that. Okay, well, never mind then. Okay, hold on, there's something in here I can access. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Oop. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
There we go. Alright, level up. Yeah, I know. I am gonna try to find a good stopping point. I knew that. I just... I'm in the middle of like a major part of the story, so it's hard to get a good spot here. Go. Yeah, that. That. Assault rifle. Give her some more shot. Yeah, I just feel like. Whoa, what just happened to Tali? She just fell through the goddamn ground. Excuse me? Oh, there she is. I don't know which way is gonna open because this is all fucked up. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh wait, now it's not blocking me. Okay. How close am I to like the?
That's it. We need to clear the gate and set those charges.
Oh. What the? Oh, there's one up there. Oh, here. Things look scary if I'm gonna be real with you.
Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
Like a danger spot.
All right. Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
What am I doing right here? Did I already set the nuke? I'm confused. What am I? Oh, okay. Okay. Nice! Good stopping point! Possibly? Yes. Is this the nuke? Oh, okay. That's what it was. To put it on the water? I don't...
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Get them out of there, Joker, now!
Negative! It's too hot! Can't risk it! We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
Is that a good idea?
Up to the AA tower. Move!
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, shit. Probably still Rex? And Tali, we were pretty good. I don't know why we changed our squad. Okay, but this seems like a good stopping point. Let me wait for this and do it. I don't want to be scared by that noise when I start back up, you know? Okay. Okay. I always do that. I just press downwards and it puts me... Okay. Alright, that was a good... we learned some stuff, alright? It was a good sesh. Oh, I feel like I played less or amount of time. I don't even know. I felt like I was playing for a while. We got through some important stuff, is what I'm saying. But that was good. I want to keep playing, you know? But alas, we cannot right now, so I'll have to find someone to host and then we'll get back to it. I really do want to try. I was wondering if they had already explained indoctrination when they started throwing indoctrinated at you. Yeah. But like, I really want to. I want to do the thing where I did with like Persona 4 or 5 or whatever, where I spend. I think did we do it with The Witcher 2, where I like use it every day of the week or every day of the weekend, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I play the game so I can get through a larger chunk of it, and or like the second one if we get to it, you know, and each one do like a 4-hour stream or something, and so I might see if I can maybe do that next weekend. I think this weekend would be a little bit too close to call, but I'm gonna look into doing it next weekend. I think I only have one thing. Well, it's 4th of July, so. But if I do during the day, maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But as usual, I stream on the Tuesdays and the Thursdays. If not, you know, for the little fun weekend thing we might do. So I'm just gonna find someone to do a little hosting. There's some people that I follow that because I've just been on Twitch for so long. I'm like, who are you? I don't know who you are. Ooh, I gotta pee. Also, these ads. I hate how there are always ads. Always ads. Someone's playing Fire Emblem houses. They're part of the Emporium team. Maybe them. You're at 1 second. There we go.
They're gonna focus fire on her. That's gonna fuck her.
What about hate? Oh, I don't know. We'll just do this. We'll do fun gin. All right, we're gonna do that. I hope y'all like Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Waifu, what do we call it? Waifu strategy game something? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it's not equipped for everyone to do that. Waifu Simulator, right. This is what we do. If you're a subscriber, then you can use the emote. If you're not, then this is the last chance you have to subscribe and or follow, because I'm gonna be peaced out. Or you can use whatever emote you want, just that expresses joy, happiness, and fun for you. I just hate how I can't use a custom. There's an option to connect your Stream Elements bot to a custom account, and we used to gift a sub to that account so it could use the things, but then the bot is like broken. Like whatever Stream Elements does to connect it, it doesn't work, and it never. Even though I connect it, it never sticks. It never sticks. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, y'all know the stuff. Here's the socials and all that good things. I'll see y'all next time. Okay, we had some good times today. Have a good weekend.